ครับขออนุญาตครับ
ขออนุญาตครับโทษครับขออนุญาตครับขออนุญาตครับ
กองครับ1 2 3ครับสุภาพครับ1 2 3ครับทำไว้ก่อนนะครับดูไหนกล้องครับ
ขอบคุณมากนะคะ
Today, we gather for an important occasion that brings together representatives from the 21 and advance meaningful collaboration and shape practical collaboration between the region. On this occasion, we are deeply honored to welcome.
On behalf of ABAC Thailand and the Thai business community, it is my distinct honor to welcome you to Bangkok for the third meeting of the APEC Business Advisory Council 2026. Mr. Prime Minister, we are deeply grateful and business in advancing the prosperity of our region. Allow me to take this opportunity to outline the background, the role of this council, and the objectives of our gathering. 95. To bring the voice of business directly into the APEC process. Today, a formal and standing role within the APEC Economic Leaders Meeting. Each of the 20 open and dynamic Asia-Pacific. The Council convenes 4 times in February, continued in Mexico City in April, and bring us here to Thailand this week.
Thank you. Good morning, everyone. Distinguished ABAC Chair and members, ladies and gentlemen, friends, it's always a pleasure for me to see the faces of my old friends and partners. We have seen each other many times in many parts of the world. But today let me be able to welcome you all to Bangkok. Every meeting of the APEC Business Advisory Council produces recommendations, many of which eventually shape regional policy. This is why I believe APEC remains one of the most valuable institutions in APEC. Not because it represents business, but because it brings reality into the policy conversation. Governments are often very good at announcing policies. Businesses are much better at telling us what actually works. There is no substitute for that experience. In Thailand, we have been trying to embrace the same philosophy. Over the past months, we have invited CEOs and business leaders to meet the cabinet members for working conversations. Sometimes we ask one simple question: what is making it harder? What is making it harder for you to invest, expand, or create jobs? Many times the answer is not another incentive. It is simply removing an obstacle. And those conversations remind us of something important. Today's business environment is becoming more complex, and geopolitical uncertainty continues to affect decisions that businesses make. These challenges cannot be solved by governments acting alone, nor can businesses solve them without governments creating the right environment. That is why partnership does matter. For a country like Thailand, one priority is clear. We want Thailand to be a place where good investments move quickly. That is the thinking behind Thailand Fast Pass program. Its purpose is straightforward: reducing unnecessary procedures, improve coordination across government agencies, and give investors with high-quality investment projects a faster and more predictable pathway from proposal to implementation. Because investors should spend their time building their businesses, not navigating bureaucracy. At the regional level, the same principle applies. The resilience of our supply chains depends not only on infrastructure, but also on trust. It depends on predictable rules, transparent regulations, reliable logistics, and partners who keep markets open even in difficult times. We should continue strengthening regional supply chains, not by creating competing blocks, but by making our economies more connected, more diversified, and more resilient together. This is also why Thailand continues to support high-quality free trade agreements. Long-term investment requires confidence. Confidence comes from clear rules, fair competition, and easier market access. Those FTAs are not simply legal documents. They provide businesses with greater certainty when making decisions about where to invest, where to produce, and where to grow. One of the strengths of APEC has always been its ability to connect public policy with practical business experience. That connection has never been more important. That is why your voice matters, and that is why governments must continue listening, especially my government. Thailand looks forward to receiving ABAC's recommendations, and more importantly, turning your recommendations into practical action. Because ultimately, our shared objective is simple, which is to make it easier for businesses to invest, easier for trade to grow, and easier for our people to benefit from a stronger and more connected Asia-Pacific and our cooperations. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Your Excellency.